People spinning on playgrounds, dancers, kids playing, etc. Have you ever spun around in circles, only to feel like the world kept spinning even after you stopped? Why does that happen? Is your brain malfunctioning? Or is there more going on behind the scenes? In today's episode of Humanautic, we're diving deep into the strange and fascinating world of dizziness, spinning, and the systems in your body that control balance and orientation. What is dizziness? Dizziness is a term we all use, but medically, it's actually pretty complex. It can mean lightheadedness, vertigo, imbalance, or even a floating sensation. But in the case of spinning, we're specifically talking about vertigo, the illusion that you or your surroundings are moving when they're actually not. Let's break it down. Vertigo is usually caused by a problem in your inner ear, which is directly responsible for your sense of balance. But before we get to that, let's meet the key players behind your ability to stay upright and feel grounded. The vestibular system inside your ears, behind your eardrum, is a tiny but powerful system called the vestibular system. It consists of structures like the semicircular canals, which detect rotational movement, the utricle and saccule, which detect linear movement like going up in an elevator or tilting your head. The semicircular canals are filled with a fluid called endolymph. When you move your head, this fluid moves too, and tiny hair cells inside the canals detect this movement and send signals to your brain. Now here's where spinning becomes interesting. What happens when you spin? When you spin in place, the fluid in your semicircular canals begins to swirl in the direction of your spin. Your brain receives that signal and understands, okay, we're spinning, but when you suddenly stop? The fluid keeps moving due to inertia, kind of like tea swirling in a cup even after you stop stirring it. And here's the kicker. Those same hair cells inside your ears still think you're spinning. So while your eyes are seeing a stable world, your inner ear is saying, nope, still moving. This mismatch between what your eyes see and what your ears feel is what creates that dizzy, spinning sensation. Why the brain gets confused? The human brain relies on multiple systems to keep you balanced. Your vision, your vestibular system, your proprioception, your sense of body position. When those systems agree, you feel stable. But when they disagree, like when your eyes see, not moving, but your ears say, still spinning, your brain enters conflict mode. And that conflict creates sensory confusion, which we perceive as dizziness or vertigo. This is also why motion sickness happens when you're reading in a car. Your inner ear senses movement, but your eyes are locked on a still page. Real-world examples: figure skaters are a great example. They spin dozens of times in a single performance. How don't they get dizzy? They train their brains over time to suppress the signals from their vestibular system. They also use a technique called spotting, keeping their eyes fixed on one point while spinning to reduce disorientation. Astronauts, on the other hand, train in zero gravity, where their vestibular system gets totally confused because there's no up or down. Even fighter pilots and scuba divers undergo vestibular training to avoid disorientation during rapid movement. Can you train your balance? Absolutely. You can actually train your vestibular system with simple balance exercises. Examples: standing on one leg with your eyes closed, walking heel to toe in a straight line, practicing slow spins and quick stops. This kind of training improves your brain's ability to resolve sensory conflicts. It's also used in rehab for people with balance disorders. When dizziness is a problem, occasional dizziness after spinning is normal. But persistent dizziness can be a sign of something more serious. Medical causes may include inner ear infections, vestibular neuritis, Meniere's disease, even brain issues like migraines or tumors. If you experience dizziness without any obvious cause, especially if it comes with hearing loss, vision changes, or weakness, see a doctor. So the next time you spin around and feel like the room won't stop moving, remember, it's not in your head. It's in your ears, your eyes, and your brain all trying to make sense of motion. And now you know the science behind it. Thanks for watching Humanautic, where we explore the fascinating, weird, and wonderful science behind the human body. Speech balloon: drop your strangest body question in the comments. It might be featured in our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into your body's hidden systems.